Welcome to AWS Security Specialty Exam. In this session, I want to discuss about a cloud front. My name is Shadab Akhtar. I am a software consultant and corporate trainer. In this session, I want to discuss about a cloud front. Cloud front is used to distribute static and dynamic content all over the globe, edge locations. This is single line definition. CloudFront is used to distribute static and dynamic content all over the globe, edge locations. Let's see detailed description about a CloudFront. In single line definition, if you will double check in AWS, you will find global content delivery network. You can distribute your static and dynamic content all over the globe edge location. Edge location will be different from a region and availability zone. Here is a definition. This is official AWS documentation definition related to the CloudFront. Amazon CloudFront is a web service that is speed up distribution of your static and dynamic web content. For example, HTML, CSS, PHP, image, and media files to your end users. CloudFront delivers your content through a worldwide network of edge location. Edge location is different from region and availability zone. So you will find only one region in India. AWS region is a Mumbai region, which comes under Asia Pacific. But if you'll see edge location in India, there are several edge location available in India. Edge location available in Delhi, edge location available in Hyderabad, edge location available in Chennai, edge location available in Bangalore and Kolkata, etc. So I said edge location is different from a region and availability zone. We'll understand through architecture. When an end user requests content from you are serving with a CloudFront, the user is routed to the edge location that provide the lowest latency. So content is delivered with the best possible performance. If the content is already in the edge location, CloudFront deliver it immediately. If the content is not currently in the edge location, CloudFront retrieve it from Amazon S3 bucket if you are integrating with S3 bucket, or it will retrieve from HTTP server, hypertext transfer protocol server, for example, a web server that you have identified as the source for the definitive version of your content. So these all are key points related to the CloudFront. This is global content delivery network. If you and your company end user available globally, then you can distribute your static and dynamic content all over the globe so that people can access and user can access your static and dynamic content in a fast manner with low latency and leverages all AWS edge location. Your content will be available on an edge location. If you are going to select at the time of configuration, so in configuration, you will find three use cases. First use case, which is a best for best for all, you are going to distribute your static and dynamic content all over the globe edge location. Two more options available, I will show you. And then cached, you can cached static content or you can cached dynamic content information. Let's see edge location or key points regarding CloudFront, especially edge location. Edge location, this is the location where your content will be cached. Edge location is separate to AWS region or availability zones. You can say it is a temporary data center. You can set TTL. TTL stands for time to live. For certain period of time, your data will be persist on edge location. After that certain period, automatically data will remove from edge location. At the time of recording this PPT, there are 50 edge locations available all over the globe edge location. So AWS record uh, in a updated services and feature. Uh, so you have to double check obviously how many edge location available right now. So at the time of recording this PPT, there are 50 edge location available all over the globe. You can put object on a edge location. Object are case for the life of the TTL. TTL stands for time to live. For certain period of time, you can keep your data or static and dynamic content, and you can set TTL, time to live. You have to set TTL. Object will be expired after certain period of time, for example, 24 days. Or you can set for 1 year or couple of months, etc. Origin. At the time of creating CloudFront distribution, you have to select origin. Origin, it is a location where CDN, content delivery network, if I'm not wrong, will be distribute file from, for example, S3 bucket or EC2 instance or elastic load balancer or Route 53. So you can select one of as an origin. Either you can select S3 bucket or EC2 instances, load balancer, or Route 53. Distribution, this is the name given by CDN, which consists of collection of edge location. Web distribution, it is used for websites. I want to discuss you one of use case. We know very well that we can host our website in AWS in multiple ways. For example, you can host your website or your company website in EC2 virtual machine. You can host your website in S3, simple storage service. You can, host your website in Elastic Beanstalk service. There are several options available in AWS to host your website. I'm assuming you hosted your website in Amazon S3 bucket or HTTP server, hypertext transfer protocol. So in S3 bucket, we know S3 stands for simple storage service. This is one of the storage option in AWS. You can keep your objects inside S3 bucket. Object may be image, audio, video, tar file, zip file, etc. Or objects may be in form of your entire website. So obviously index.html is required inside your website. Then you can put your website in a terms of or in a form of object into S3 bucket. Your website hosted in S3 bucket. What is the problem with S3 bucket? For example, this S3 bucket you created in Mumbai region. So obviously bucket is region based. So you are, S3 bucket available in Mumbai. But people want to access your website from US or Europe or Bahrain or South Africa, etc. It is too far from US, obviously. So your website hosted in a Mumbai, maybe sometime if your website is enterprise level website, so some people maybe face a speed and performance issue. Why? Because Mumbai data center is too far from US or Europe or etc. So sometime end user maybe face issue to access this website. So what do you have to do that time? There is an option CloudFront. CloudFront will be distribute your same content in a edge locations. As I said in starting, edge location in a one country, there are several edge locations. You have to double check in a Google. For example, in India, there is only one dedicated data center for AWS. Mumbai. In Mumbai, there are 3 availability zones. but age location available in different countries or different cities, sorry. For example, age location available in Delhi, age location available in Bengaluru, age location available in Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, etc. So people can access same content from the age location. For example, I'm in Hyderabad, so I want to access this website which is hosted in Mumbai. So I'm not going directly to the Mumbai to access this website. I want to access this website from my nearest edge location, Hyderabad edge location. Obviously, speed and performance will be good. So you have to go for web distribution. In a web distribution, you will select origin. Origin you can select as S3 or root 53 or elastic load balancer, etc. In my use case, my hands-on and practical, I will go for S3 bucket. First of all, I will show you a beautiful website, how you are going to host your website, and then you can distribute your static and dynamic content all over the globe edge location. So AWS will provide you two things. First thing, you can access this website via S3 endpoint. So this endpoint provided by AWS, you can access same website via the endpoint, or you can access this website with your own domain name. For example, you have or you already purchased your domain name www.abc.com. Via this website, you need to configure obviously. Via this name, you can access same website. Third thing, AWS will provide you CloudFront distribution domain name. Via this domain name, you can access website. So what are the differences? Endpoint is free to use. You can access your website. For your own domain name, you have to pay around $12 for your domain name. Obviously, you have to purchase from GoDaddy or you have to purchase from awsthis.com, .org, .uk, .in, etc. So as per your domain name, you have to pay. And this CloudFront distribution domain name, you can access your website with this domain name also. What is difference? You are going to access your website from edge location with this CloudFront distribution domain name. So sometime you may be face in your free tier account to create CloudFront distribution. So you have to go to the support and you have to create a ticket or you have to raise a ticket. After that, they will call you, means AWS support team will call you, and then you can discuss why you are going to create your CloudFront. Then you can access your website via the CloudFront domain name. Let me show you the hands-on and practical now. Now I want to move forward to my AWS Management Console page. And I want to go ahead with my registered email address. Now I want to proceed with security checks. Here is super secret password. I click on sign in. First of all, I want to proceed with S3, simple storage service, because I want to select S3 as an origin in a CloudFront. I want to show you a website. Uh, First of all, I want to post a website in this S3 bucket. Obviously, we need to enable. I think you are familiar with S3. And I'm going ahead and show you how you are going to host your static website in S3 bucket. Let me check in this bucket. AWS Batch B1 means a bucket one. If there is a website, so it will be easy for me. I'm going ahead with this AWS Batch 1 bucket. Bucket look like a container where you can keep your unlimited data in terms of objects. Okay, here is a website. See, this is the website. You can see there are multiple pages or folders available. These all are HTML pages, JS, PHP, and here is CSS folder, etc. If you want to access this website, so you have to come in properties. In a properties, you will find option static website hosting option. If you already enable, so you have to configure name index.html. Here is static website hosting. Use this bucket to host a website or redirect request. Once you are going to enable your static website hosting, in my case, it is showing enable. I already enabled. So AWS will provide you endpoint. This is already asked question in certification. What is the correct endpoint? So this is the correct endpoint, http:// your bucket name. This is the bucket name. This is, you can change this name as per your bucket, right? And S3 will be constant, hyphen website will be constant, AP hyphen south hyphen one. It will be vary as per your, region name. In my case, I created this bucket in Mumbai region. And Amazon AWS.com will be constant. So via this endpoint, we can access this website. If your content is publicly accessible, then you can access this website. Let me go ahead with this link. If you already give a permission at bucket level and object level, then you can access via the internet this website. This website globally available. This is the endpoint provided by AWS. And here is beautiful website. If I'm going to click, there is no bugs, there is no error. Let me check. Here is okay. So this is the website. But problem with this website, if somebody is going to access via this endpoint, it means they are going to access this website from Mumbai region. And same content or same website content, I want to distribute in an edge location. So edge location available all over the globe, edge location 1, 2, so on and so forth, right? So you can double check how many edge locations available all over the globe. So we have to go to CloudFront. I want to go ahead with next service, CloudFront. CloudFront. CloudFront service. In single line definition, you can see global content delivery network. I want to go ahead with this CloudFront. Showing here a detailed description. Amazon CloudFront securely deliver content with low latency and high transfer speed. Amazon CloudFront is a fast content delivery network service that securely deliver data, videos, application, API to customer globally with the low latency and high transfer speed. If you want to create distribution, you have to go to this button, create a CloudFront distribution. There are a lot of configurations available. As per your use case, you can select configurations. First of all, you have to select your origin domain. Choose an AWS origin or enter your origin's domain name. I want to go ahead and select my origin as a AWS Batch On .s3.amazon aws.com s3 bucket, where my website hosted. Next option is origin path. Origin path is optional, and there are several options for several option for configurations. So you can read. There is a option info. For example, you want to know about S3 bucket access. Here is an option. S3 bucket access. If you don't use OAI, object access,
origin access identity.
Origin access identity, yes. So if you don't use origin access identity, your S3 bucket must allow publicly access. If you don't want your S3 bucket to allow public access, you can use OAI with OAI CloudFront, sends authentication request to your S3 bucket. This means you can block public access to your S3 bucket while still allowing CloudFront to get object from the bucket. So this is one of configuration. So you can go to this option, don't use OAI, or you can go yes, use OAI bucket can restrict access to only CloudFront. You can select any option. In my case, I want to go ahead, don't use OAI, allow public access. Okay, in both ways I want to allow, either with S3 bucket or with CloudFront distributions. And then I want to go ahead. There are several, configuration option, especially I want to go for few, HTTP and HTTPS. And here is price class. Showing choose the price class associated with the maximum price that you want to pay. Use all age location based performance, and use only North America and Europe if your end user available in America and Europe. And third option or third use case, North America, Europe, Asia, Middle East, and Africa. In my case, I want to select this option. Use all age location based performance. Now I want to go ahead. Okay, let me try to create distribution. Okay, now successfully created distribution. So it will take time to be deploy your static and dynamic content all over the globe. Edge location, it is showing last modified, deployed. It will take time, sometime, 10 minutes, sometime 5 minutes, sometime 15 minutes, depends. So after deployed successfully, you can access via the origin this same website. So if you are going to access via this origin domain name, this is the domain name provided by AWS. distributed domain name. This is distributed domain name. Okay, we will wait for a couple of minutes. Once it will be successfully deployed, then we can access this website via the CloudFront distribution. So why the CloudFront distribution if we are going to access? So it means we are going to access from edge locations, not from S3 bucket. We are accessing from edge location, not from S3 bucket, which is available in Mumbai region. Hope that you are getting my point. So here are multiple options you can see in CloudFront: policies, functions, and monitoring, alarms, logs, and cache statistics. So these all are options. So these options available in configuration. There is an option info. You can read carefully about that configuration, and you can go ahead. If you have any doubt till now, you can ask me, please. Umar,
That origin access identity is there, no, Akhtar? That is only for S3?
you mean to say this one, right?
No. We have seen your option for S3 bucket, right? You showed me origin access identity when we are
Mhm.
creating this CloudFront distribution.
Yes, yes.
Can you just to scroll on the left-hand side? Scroll down.
Mhm.
See here.
This one, origin
Yeah.
access identities.
And field level encryption. Yeah. This is only for S3, I think, right?
Uh, this is origin access identity.
Here you see learn about
Mhm.
using origin access identity. Yeah, we'll go there. Because I have seen one question on that.
Mhm. In certification question and answers, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Restricting access to Amazon S3 content by using
This is only used for S3, right?
this only used for CloudFront.
That's what CloudFront and S3. When we
See,
don't
see,
want S3 to be
there
in
are
public access.
there are two things. For example, your bucket is in Mumbai region. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is your Mumbai, and here is a bucket. And second thing, you have a CloudFront distribution. So there are two options in configuration, CloudFront configuration. So here is a domain name, and here is an endpoint, right?
Yeah.
So if you are going to access via the CloudFront distribution domain name, you want to restrict on, Mumbai bucket, and you give a publicly access here, right? So end
Yeah.
user only can access your website via the CloudFront distribution domain name. They cannot access via this,
Endpoint.
Mumbai bucket endpoint. So restricting access to Amazon S3 content by using an origin access identity. So here is see detailed description first.
Okay. I'll go through it, Akhtar.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
And the other one, field, the other option is there, see, in security,
Field level encryption.
field level encryption.
Mhm. I think this is for encrypt the data, field level encryption. So
Yeah.
encrypt the data.
Just go to info there, encryption
Yes,
fields.
read the name data field. Oh, this is for CloudFront encrypt date of birth. This was part.
This one today I will read on this one. Akhtar, if I have any questions, I'll ask you tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
I'll go to documentation in CloudFront and read about this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me check now. Um, now it is showing status enabled,
Okay.
and this is ID. This is, this is the domain name provided by AWS. Via this CloudFront distribution domain name, we can access website. See, I'm going ahead with this domain name. I'm not going for end user. So this domain name or endpoint or a domain name you purchased, for example, www.abc.com, it will hit to index.html. Index.html, because this is the main page for the website. So either you are going for, a endpoint or your own domain name like www.abc.com, or you are going for CloudFront distribution or origin or a domain name. So it will hit to index.html. If configuration is correct, we can access this website. Now you can see, and this time I accessed this website with my nearest edge location. I did not access website from Mumbai region. Hope that you are getting my point, Uma.
Yeah, I got it, Doctor.
So here is difference, right? This is S3 bucket. This is S3 endpoint. I access website via the endpoint, and this website I access via the domain name provided by CloudFront. And you can see the differences. If you will see in endpoint, there is by default security certificate is not available. So obviously, if your website is, have information about username and password or credit card or debit card detail, so that time this will not work, and this is not, secure website. If I'm going to click here, I think it will show here or not. Okay, see, if I'm going to click here, it is showing not secure, showing your connection to this site is not secure. You should not enter any sensitive information on this site. For example, password, credit card, because it can be stolen by the attacker or hackers. If I'm going ahead with origin or domain name provided by the CloudFront, so you can see it is showing HTTPS, Secure Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Certificate will, attach with your domain name. This is the good thing related to the security. If your website have, option for, uh, username and password or credit card or debit card detail, it is secure. Showing here connection is secure, and this information, for example, password or credit card number, is private when it is sent to this site. Hope that you are getting my point. So it will be enough for my side for today. So what we have discussed today, we discussed about a CloudFront. CloudFront is a web distribution or global content delivery network. We can distribute static and dynamic content all over the globe. Edge location. Edge location is different from a region and availability zone. So you will find in a one country, maybe one dedicated data center for your, services, but you will find several edge location in the same country. So CloudFront will distribute your static and dynamic content all over the globe, edge locations. And couple of things you have to select at the time of creating your distribution. For example, origin. You can select your origin like S3 if your website hosted in S3. You can select EC2 instance. You can select Elastic Load Balancer or Route 53, etc. And there are several options for configuration as per your use case. You can select, and you can select for secure your website or non-secure your website in a CloudFront distribution configuration. So it will be enough for my side for today. Thanks to listen to me. In the next session we will go for next topic
Thank you,
and
Akhtar. Thank you
question and
so much.
answers also. Yeah, I will also double check here, Oma. Okay. uh,
Sure.
uh,
I'll study on that, Akhtar. If I have any questions, I'll let you know.
yeah.
I'll just text you so that you'll be prepared for my next class. Okay.
Yes, sure. Thank you so
If
much.
I'm good, if I understand the topic, then fine.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Thank you so much, Akhtar. Have
Thank
a
you.
nice day. Bye.
Same to you. Bye.